Hey, good morning everybody out there in YouTube world. How we all doing today? Hey, I got the completed diorama here. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if it was running. Anyway, it's been one of those mornings already. Hey, I got the completed diorama here from my 1950 Ford, my brother's barn find picture that I was doing. But before I show you that, I just want to say I want to shout out to Cliff out there, Roadhog. Man, I'm really sorry to hear about your niece. My condolences to you and your family. I know what a hard time this is, having just lost my wife just a couple of years ago. I know how hard it is when you lose a family member, and I'm really sorry. If there's anything that I can do for you, brother, you just let me know, man. Send me a message or something, okay? Be glad to help you out any way I can. So anyways, yeah, that's all right. You know, Cliff, all you can do, buddy, is just think positive. You got to keep good thoughts in your head, and just remember, she's not in pain anymore. You know, now she's up there and she's smiling down, watching you do your builds and everything. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. It helps a little bit. So, okay, let me get this flipped around here, and I'll show you the diorama, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, hold on. Get another light turned on here so we can see things. And one more time here, I know you've all probably seen it. That's the picture that my brother took. And I'll have to back up here a little bit so that you can get the whole thing, and then I'll zoom in on it. And this is what I came up with. So all the vines and all this stuff that you see, that was actually, believe it or not, that was the hardest part of the whole thing. And I'm going to work with those a little bit more, because I'm not real happy with the way the vines turned out. And the tree, I know the tree is not in the photo per se, but if you look at the photo, and let me show you what I'm referring to here, you can kind of see what I believe is like a tree branch hanging down right here, and all these vines that are all up in here, they got to be hanging off of something, you know. So I figured there's got to be a tree like over in here somewhere that's overhanging it, and that's where all these vines are hanging down off of, like this really thick vine right in here. So what I did is I got a broken branch off of my tree in the front yard, and that's what I've got on there. But there's that really thick vine there. I got that in there, and what that is I'll show you the package here. It's called Raffia, but it's a craft item that I found at Walmart. That's the package of it. I mean, I got plenty. Anybody need any vines? But that's what I used to make that thick one there, and then I just painted it a dark brown. And all these thin vines, I mean, that one wasn't too bad. That was actually pretty easy. But all these thin vines here, what I used for that is one of the guys at in the model club that I go to, the Hobby Lobby here in town, has a model club that we meet every Wednesday night. And I had taken in the Ford and everything and was showing them, and showed them the picture of what I was doing. And one of the guys there, he does dioramas, and he said, hey, I've got just the thing for you. And I can't remember if he said it just grows naturally off of his palm tree or his palmetto tree or something. It grows off of something in his yard. So he brought me in a big handful of this like vine stuff. And I mean, looking at it and looking at the picture, you would think, man, that'd be perfect for it. And it probably is perfect for it. It's just, it takes a lot of work to get this stuff, because it's all like naturally curled. So I just had to kind of play with the curls on it and everything. I mean, it was just really hard to place unless I separated it all strand by strand, and that wasn't going to happen. Way too many vines for that to happen. But I'll spin it around here so you can see the other side. I used about somewhere around 170 or 180 sticks to make the building, and those are the sticks that I used. They're called skinny sticks, and I got them at Walmart, and I think they were only like $1.99 a package or $1.59 a package, something like that. They're not very expensive at all. But I like those better than regular popsicle sticks because they look a lot more in scale than what a big fat, popsicle stick would be. And I mean, you could trim the popsicle stick down, but why go through all that hassle when these are all the same size, or the right size anyways. But what I did is I painted it the gray color with a gray wash, just like what the picture is here pretty much, and then just kind of dirtied it up a little bit using the dusting powders. Here's the back side. Now, of course, none of this is in the picture. I mean, I don't have any pictures of what the sides or the back side look like or anything, so this is just, what I came up with. And here's the other side. Now, the roof is made of cardboard that I just took the top layer of the cardboard off, and there's actually a trick to doing that too that I learned at the model club at Hobby Lobby. One of the same guy that does the dioramas was telling me, when you go to peel your cardboard back, use Windex. Soak the one layer, the layer that you're going to peel off, soak that with Windex, And then when you peel that layer off, it takes like all of the adhesive off, so there's very, very little cleanup that you have to do to get this to look like a tin roof. You know, the shape of it. And then I just used, again, I used a darker gray wash, used some dusting powders for the dirt and everything on it, and then just painted the rust on it. And then going down the side here, again, same thing on this side, except I used since the roof has got the slope coming this way, like towards us, then I used the dusting powders here to simulate the rust dripping down the side of the building. And then back to the front. So, and I do have a short little video that I took before I completed the truck. So I know the one thing that I hadn't showed you on the truck yet was the interior, and I was really happy with the way the interior came out. I used the tissue paper, putting that over the seat with the water and glue mixture like Chris Chapman had showed us on his weathering videos, and I was really happy with the way that turned out. So I took a quick little video of it, and I'm going to try to insert it here. So if you saw the in fact, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this real quick, and then that way it'll be a lot easier to insert that. So hold on. Alrighty, I'm back, and you should see a quick insert there of what the interior looked like. That just gave me a natural break in the film here, because I'm not really up on the editing and all that kind of stuff yet. I'm still playing around with some of that. So anyways, I hope you like it. I hope you like the interior, and I'm getting ready now to start my cancer awareness build. That's the next thing up on the bench here for me. It's in the bath, and again, it's that 1970 Impala. That was my grandmother's car. It was my first car. My parents gave it to me when my grandmother passed away from cancer, and we'll get it. Well, I'll get all into that story on the next video. I won't keep you guys too long here. Hey, just real quick before I let y'all go, I wanted to say thank you, a very, very big thank you to everybody that commented on my last video with your state or country, where you live, to add the pin to the map for Caleb. Caleb's loving it, and the response was so great that the little globe that we had for Caleb is too small. So what I did is I've ordered a wall map, actually two of them, I've got one coming for the United States that is where all the states are actually defined on it, and it actually has some of the major cities, so I can try to get your pins, you know, as close as I could to where you're actually at. And then another one that is a world map that shows all the different countries and everything, so I can put those pins where they belong. And so it's great. Caleb has a wall here in the house that has been his art gallery since he was in preschool, before a couple of years before he started kindergarten even. And we've got all his different pictures that he's made up there. So we're going to do some rearranging on that wall, and that's where we're going to put the maps and everything. So once we get the maps in and we get them pinned, I'll do an update on it, and just so you guys can see it and everything. It's going to be pretty cool. So anyways, thanks again. I really appreciate it. And if you didn't see the last video, check that out. Or basically what I'm asking is, if you'd like to, just let me know in the comments down below where you're from, just a state, or you know, if you're from overseas, a country or something. I'm not asking for addresses or anything like that. So that because Caleb is getting a real big kick out of people from all over the world basically watching him, and he's been asking, you know, where are these people from and where do they live and all that kind of stuff. So I'm showing him on the map where everybody is at. So in the comments below, if you don't mind, just leave where you're from, and we'll add a pin to the map for you. Okay? Thank you again to all my subscribers. That's really great. Caleb and I are having a ball. So thank you again, guys. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.